In the energy quadrant, taking a look at the June crude oil contract at the CME, EIA is going to be very interesting tomorrow. We were up 2.24% on the highs today, up above $63 a barrel for WTI. 63.30 was that high. On the low today, unchanged versus yesterday's settlement. We had no down movement at all, and we closed very strong. WTI was making higher and higher, new highs and new highs, and closing near those new highs, up right around 2% on the day. WTI crude oil futures have now risen 2 of the last 3 sessions, and again, settling near the highs today. We had no negative crude oil movement at all today. Now, OPEC Plus is confident in their current path, and that actually gave the markets quite a tailwind after they announced that they decided to not have their monthly ministerial meeting, which means they're comfortable on the path they're on in terms of the production increases. So how do you extrapolate bullish movement off of that? Well, they're increasing production and they feel the demand is going to be there. They don't think yet at this point that they have to adjust to the COVID-19 crisis going on in India right now. They seem to be much more concerned with the idea of being able to fulfill the demand. And the fact that they canceled their meeting, I think, showed that. Now, obviously, they're going to have another meeting next month. They can make those adjustments, and they did mention that they're monitoring the situation. But it showed confidence in the sort of demand curve with the strength in the U.S., the strength in China being counterbalanced by India. Now, again, that was something that you had to consider really in all commodity prices, at least today. It's India versus the U.S. in terms of the effect on the commodities themselves, and to a certain degree, China as well. But with crude oil, it's more these two, because the U.S. has a supply component. We'll be looking at rig counts on Friday, EIA tomorrow, and India has virus problems, along with the U.S. having a consumer confidence beat today. The Conference Board's consumer confidence figure came out at 121.7. That's the highest since February of 2020. And at the same time, India has record cases of COVID-19 for a 5th straight day. So those two things, considering that the U.S. is the second or first, depending on when you're looking, largest consumer of crude oil, India is right there at either number 2 or 3. Those two things, their juxtaposition in terms of crude oil demand and what OPEC is looking for, is a key factor in today's move higher.